We are live here in Fort Duchesne with the Uintah River Warriors and Layton Christian Academy. Tonight it's Brandon Jones and Aaron Christensen. And Aaron Christensen's the athletic director here at Uintah River. And I work for VTV and announcing this game. And it's going to be a good one. And I've been excited for this one for a long time. I actually came here a couple weeks and watched them play American. And this is a good team.
Yeah, they're really fun to watch. If you like aggressive, in-your-face, full-court press basketball, the Warriors are the team to watch.
Yeah, there's some really big players with, Capelli Sarawap. He's only a freshman, and he's really good. Last year I was here and watched Mateo Sarawap, and he was kind of their main scorer, and he's still really good. But, Capelli, he's just a freshman, and he's putting up the numbers this year for sure. And then they have Walker Sarawap, who's he's a really pesky defender, a good three-point shooter.
Good ball handler.
Good ball handler. And a lot of what Uintah River does is they love to run. Number one, they love to run. And number two, they like to play defense. So, I mean, it's going to be a really good game. And one thing that Uintah River does struggle with time to time is the height of other teams. And this is going to be no different because Layton Christian has a lot of height.
Yes, they do.
And so I was talking to the coaches, and they do have a game plan for this height tonight. They've noticed how their point guard, they want to put a lot of pressure on their point guard, and they also want to play the box and one a lot so that they can make up for the height. We're going to do the starting lineups. I think that they're going to do the Layton Christian first. Kyler, number 34. Tiago. Olaf. And Garrett. And number 40. Okay, and Mateo Sarawap for Uintah River. He's their starter. Like I said, last year, Taser, he had a big game, big year. Walker Sarawap, and then there's Capelli Sarawap. And that's Darrell, Ninja Look, and
Simone Gonzalez.
Simone Gonzalez, number 23. So there's your starting lineup. You got the Sarawaps and Ninja Look. And Gonzalez.
This jump ball here emphasizes the height difference, but I'll tell you, Mateo's still gotten a good 50% of the jumps, even though he's outmatched sometimes by over 12 inches.
I'm not sure the numbers match up on our rosters with the Layton Christian. I don't even have number 10, but that's Kyler. Good pass there, number 23.
Looks like the Warriors are in a 2-3 defense.
And a big three there by number 43. Looks like it's Garrett. I mean, their numbers are all different on this sheet. So there we go. Capelli drives in hard. And no good on the score. As Layton Christian almost loses it, throws it down, and nobody home. Walker will bring down the ball for the Warriors. He called the play and set it up. As they get it inside down to Darrell. Darrell loses it out of bounds. So 3-0. Good start here for Layton Christian Academy coming in here. As they throw it down. That's a great interior pass.
The Warriors just were not set up and ready for the defense quite.
And Warriors will retain their possession here. See if they can get it inside. Down to Durrell. Oh, and there's Capelli, and he's open and no good off the back of the rim. Once he gets hot, then he doesn't stop. So Capelli tries to get it up and no good. 40 is Garrett. Garrett tries to put it in, no good.
Looks like the Warriors dodged a bullet there with 2 or 3 offensive boards from Leighton Christian.
Yeah, as Mateo tried to put it in, that inside pass, no good. Mateo's rocking the headband tonight. As he comes across the midcourt, throws it to Capelli. Capelli throws it back to Mateo. Mateo.
Oh, can't
no
connect.
Good. Just a little bit cold coming off the start of the game here for the Warriors. As Leighton Christian will inbound it. Tiago will bring down the ball and Garrett will take it at the key.
Looks like the Warriors have switched to a man defense.
Good inside out passing there by Leighton. Tiago loses it. It's a steal by Walker Sarawak, and he passes it to Capelli, and Capelli is blocked. A good block there by Leighton there. That's knocked away. Retains with Uintah River. Uintah River looks to inbound it. Get it to Capelli. Capelli's underneath, and there it is. His first 2 points of the game. Capelli Sarawak. Good pass. Good. It's a good inbound play.
Hopefully we can get things going here, that first bucket.
Garrett makes a move, goes strong with the floater, and good. 2 points for Garrett. Mateo dribbles through the legs, looks for a guy, gets one. Capelli's back to Mateo. Mateo kicks it out to Walker Sarawak, and no good. Oh, and a good interception there by Walker. As he goes up strong to the hoop and is fouled. And he's going to get 2 shots. So at the beginning of this quarter, you know, they were a little bit cold, and it looks like they're warming up a little bit, kind of getting accustomed to what the physicality of Leighton and figuring things out.
Yeah, hopefully they can start connecting from the three-point line, or else it's going to be a long night. They're going to need those 3 points from the outside.
Ashley Regional Medical Center is the Level 4 Trauma Center. This means there is a dedicated trauma team with extensive training to assist with trauma cases in the ER. As Walker
misses both.
Good screen on the top. Garrett throws down to Tiago. Tiago to number 10.
Oh, Mateo with a block.
Good block by Mateo. Number 10 puts it in.
Leighton Christian, they're just moving the ball around, finding the open person, getting good looks at the bucket.
I believe number 10 is Christian. They don't have him on the record, but I think that's who they said started. But timeout called by Uintah River. We'll stay here for a second. Just talking to Athletic Director Aaron Christensen. We talked a little bit in the first half about, you know, the culture of this program and stuff like that. What other things can you tell me that's different about this league?
Well, we started about 3 years ago, and it's called Utah School Sports Association. It's mainly made up of charter and private schools. A lot of the schools are smaller. So our school in particular, we only have enrollment of 80 students. So we have over 20 basketball athletes. So a good quarter of our school plays basketball. So this this league has been a good opportunity for us to build a program and find other small schools like us to play against.
That's cool. I remember last year when we were calling this game, there was only 5 players that could play, and no one could foul out. Basically, RC had to play with 4, and it looks like there's a little bit more depth this year on the team. Again, they kind of struggle with the height. You know, they did lose, was it Kenny Capella last year?
Yeah, we did have Kenny. He was a good 6'3", and he was a good jumper and athletic. But he started this year with us, but then he just decided it wasn't for him, and he wasn't able to stick with it.
So out of the timeout, Dave Sorensen drew up a play, and it was a good shot for Capelli, but it just didn't go in as big dude number 50, Ryan, tries to put that in, no good. Teo brings it down. And that was a great play. He avoided the charge by jumping to his right with the Euro step and throws it in. So 4-7, Uintah River having some life there as Walker gets the steal and throws it to Durrell. Durrell goes up strong and he gets it. Right over the tallest player on Layton Christian's team, he puts it in. As Garrett throws it over to Tiago. Tiago looks to slow it down just a little bit, but no, he drives, throws a dish, and no good. As Christian with the shot, no good. Mateo with the rebound. Mateo almost took the 3, thought about it, throws it back out to Walker. As Mateo throws it up, no good. And Layton brings it down, a nice behind the back. Throws it over to Garrett. Garrett throws it through the leg, slips in the lane, travel. And just, you know, that falls on like the court. It looked like it was a little slick spot right there, but it ended up working out for the Warriors with the travel as Capelli comes out to get it. And I was talking about in the first is, you know, Capelli, he's a really good player, and Mateo is also a really good player. So it's really cool to have 2 of these guys that score average more of 20 points a game on the floor together.
Yeah, they're really fun to watch. We hope they can start heating it up from the outside. That's 0 for 3, I think, now for the Warriors beyond the arc.
That was a sweet drive by Tiago. I'm impressed with the big guy's ball handling skills, and drives it in and gets fouled. Walker will come out. Oh, no, he's just going to come talk to his coach, Dave.
I saw Tiago holding a Brazil jersey before the game, Brazil flag before the game. Like we were talking about, Intermountain Christian, about 75% of their students are international students, and they live locally with host parents in the Layton area. And a lot of them come to the States, and they're really excited to play basketball. So this league gives them that opportunity.
Wow, that's really cool. Tiago is kind of a Brazilian name. It kind of sounds like one. As he drills both. 9-6, 3-point game. See what Mateo has drawn up here in his head. Throws it to Capelli. Capelli thinks about the shot, throws it in. Oh, Gonzalez just misses off the background. And that's kind of how it's been in this first quarter for Uintah River. Just off just a little bit. As Tiago looks in, drives, and gets it almost stolen. As number 1 checks in for Layton Christian, so his name is Christian then, because he's on the roster at number 1. We're still trying to figure out who number 10 is. I'm going to find out at half. So Capelli drives, gets it back, throws it up, and it's good with his left hand. I mean, it looked easy, but that's a hard shot. I mean, he's a right-handed player, I know he is, but left-handed, puts it up over the 2 defenders, and good. Tiago drives hard with the floater, and it's good too. Wow, what a move by Tiago. Like I said, he's got a big build, and he's almost like a point guard out there, driving to the rim. Walker slows it down. Gets it inside to Durrell, and Durrell's under duress. and they will lose it. So another great sponsor, 7-Eleven Ranch Restaurant is proud to sponsor VTV6 live coverage of Uintah Basin High School basketball. Next time you're in Vernal, stop by for the best food in the basin. Thiago calling the set play. Good screen. And it's intercepted there by number 15, Durrell. Durrell throws a no-look pass to Mateo. Mateo airballs it, and it's off the leg. It looks like it was off Capelli. Nope, but they're going to keep it with the Warriors. It's a pretty far distance from here, so I can't really tell sometimes. So good call by the refs. As a great pass and a block of the century by Layton. Capelli's in trouble. Gets it to Walker. Walker crossover with the pass to Mateo. What a move, what a play, and what a finish.
You know, Walker's come a really long ways. He didn't even start playing basketball until his sophomore year. Now he's in his senior year, so this is only his 3rd year.
Yeah, I wish I had a replay of that. That was sweet action basketball. He looked like he was going to drive right to the rim, and at the last second had the vision to throw it to a wide open Mateo. And we're going to go to a commercial and come right back.
At Strata Networks, we believe that today's children are tomorrow's future. Each year, we award nearly $50,000 in scholarships to graduating seniors, sponsor a group of juniors to attend the UREA Youth Leadership Challenge at Snow College, and send a group of students to explore Washington, D.C. as part of the FRS Youth Tour. This year, one of those students could be you. Apply now for scholarships and youth programs at stratanetworks.com.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uintah Basin.
And we're back here in Fort Duchesne. 1:17 left on the clock in the first quarter. And, it's gotten closer, 10-11. Uintah Rivers made some good plays in the last couple minutes, and I credit to the coaching staff. A lot of good timeouts were called by Dave Sorensen, and he got his players motivated and ready. And at the very first of this game, shots weren't falling, and Layton Christian came ready to play as Thiago throws it in to Garrett. Garrett, no good on the play, but gets fouled. Number 40 goes to the line. Another awesome sponsor that we have is L&L Motor. One-stop shop for new wheels and tires, personalized accessories for your new or used vehicle, and we find you the best financing options, banks and credit unions. Go to your nearest L&L. So one of the things that I was talking to the coaching staff, they're saying that they want to run, and I haven't seen it. They kind of slowed it down and done more of a half-court offense on the other side, and see if they try to speed it up. They have done really well in transition as Thiago gets the steal and puts it in. So that's 13-10. See what kind of offensive set they'll have here. Capelli looks to drive, throws the floater up, and no good. Capelli's just been just a little bit off. A great move by Garrett. Taking the contact and then putting it in. Could have had a foul call there, I think, too. Had a little bit of contact. 15-10 with a three. No good for Capelli.
Yeah, without us shooting from the three-point line, it's gonna be a hard night for us.
Yeah, and I'm just impressed with this Thiago kid, man. Number 15, he just drives in and lowers his shoulder and gets the 2 points as Mateo shoots the three and no good. And that's what you kind of don't want. I mean, you don't want to go down there and just start jacking threes. You want to get at least a couple passes and get a good assist off a three. And those are better decisions. And Dave Sorensen will tell them that in the huddle right now as the quarter is ended. And we're going to go hear from our great sponsors, and we'll be back for the second quarter. Back here with Uintah River basketball. Brandon Jones and Aaron Christensen's with me, athletic director for Uintah River. Nice to have him here on our broadcast.
It's great to have VTV here.
As Darrell throws it to Capelli and then to, who is that, 23? Simone Gonzalez is in the game. Shot goes up for Layton. Good job by Capelli grabbing the ball. Capelli Sarawak throws it up and no good. And Tiago comes back down the other way. It's a good steal. Capelli grabs it. He's off and running. And he loses the ball. It looks like there was some kind of contact though.
This could go either way.
I think they're going to call it on Tiago. Tiago gets the foul. It's his second. And right now, I think that they just need to go back to what they were doing good before, slowing it down, getting a good offensive set, and then getting the best shot available. As Mateo gets blocked, good drive, but just gets blocked as he's coming in. And the height is being just a little bit of an issue for the Warriors at the moment. That's a turnover. And the Warriors will get the ball. And that interior defense for Layton Christian, they're on the ball. They're waiting for their shots to go up and then jumping and blocking it. That's how you do it. Because Darrell gets a good rebound. Mateo, no good. Good drive by number 23, and he puts it in. What a drive there by Layton Christian. (19 to 10). Capelli in and out. Man,
this is tough to watch. I mean, they're amazing outside shooters, and I think they've missed at least 9 three-pointers already.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I mean, they are a great, if not awesome, three-point shooting team, and they are just in and out, going not the way you want. And Capelli, this kid, I was talking to the coaching staff, he puts up 500 shots a day. And so don't expect him to keep missing. Oh, as he's wide open right there, let him take it. Oh, good move. So smart players do smart things at times too. If you're not hot at three, sometimes you just have to drive and get fouled and get your rhythm back at the free throw line. And as a freshman seeing that, that's amazing basketball right there. Capelli's does a good job of doing that. As he drills the first one.
I know Coach Dave Sorensen really presses the importance of foul shots and making your foul shots. For every foul shot they miss, they have to do a certain amount of running at the next practice. So they all encourage each other to hit their foul shots.
Yeah, foul shooting is just so important, especially in close games or when you're trying to claw back like they're trying to do right now. As Tiago gets a great shot from three and no good. That's got to be a jump ball. They call it. And nope, the possession arrow goes to Layton Christian. Five minutes and 25 seconds left. 34 drives it in. What a great looking floater.
Yeah, beautiful shot from Henry. You know, for a big guy, Henry, he really has a soft touch.
And a shot that goes no good by Mateo. And it looks like, you know, Uintah trying to force some things a little bit. They need to just get back to what they do best and just kind of play under control. One thing that I have seen so far, though, is that they haven't really turned over the ball like they did against American. And talking to the coaches, they want to limit their turnovers. They sometimes have 20 a game, and they want to cut that in half. As Tiago puts up a shot, no good. It's a good rebound, though.
Just in and out of Durrell's hands. He just couldn't get a hold of it.
Colby tries to put it up, no good. And the Warriors will get another chance to cut this lead. And Capelli with a wide open shot there, just off the back of the side of the rim. Good defense there by Mateo. Garrett shoots the shot up, no good. Capelli skies for the rebound, back to Mateo. Mateo gets fouled. And that was just a really good job of Mateo of using his body and just knowing that he was going to get the foul. Maybe not the shot, but he put his left hip right into the player, knowing that he would draw that foul. And
looks like Garrett doesn't agree with the call. He's talking with the officials there.
And he's a senior, I believe, Mateo is, and that's a senior move. Layton brings in some substitutions. Ryan, number 50. Big dude, man. As Ryan gets the rebound, Garrett comes down the floor. Oh, it looks like almost a steal, not a finish there though. As Ryan is in some trouble in the middle of the paint there. Kicks it out to an open three, no good. Put back, no good. Durrell saves it, and it's good to his teammate. Walker down to Mateo to Capelli. Capelli with the fake, and it's good. And that's a good start to get it cut to this deficit. Really good on the defensive end, translating on the offense there. Big transition play. Layton Christian at the top of the key for three, and it's good. Number 14 with the answer to that run. Putting up a three of his own. Colby. Mateo skies to get that pass. Down to Gonzalez, back over to Capelli. Capelli for three, and it's good!
There's our first three of the night. I think we're about 1 for 10. Hopefully we can pick it up from here.
And he'll keep shooting those, and you know he will. And that one was right on the mark. As Garrett misses the shot and gives the Warriors another one. Underneath the hoop, and it's Walker Sarawak. And some momentum building here for the Warriors with 5 straight points. 5-0 run. And a shot missed by Layton Christian. Colby rebounds his own shot, but it goes out of bounds. And
foul on Capelli is what they're saying.
Number 2, it goes, yeah, Capelli gets the foul. And that's his first. Refs will stop play for a second here. Get some substitutions to come in, and then they'll be able to pass the ball in. It's a 6-point game. Layton Christian back to Tiago. Tiago. It's at the top of the key, good screen. Throws it into Garrett. Garrett's automatically double teamed, but he throws with the fadeaway, and it's 2. What a good shot, man. Good fadeaway by Garrett.
For a little guy, it seems like Garrett likes to post up very often.
Mateo thought about shooting. It goes underneath, dips, dodge. Yes, it's good. Mateo with the 2-point conversion there. Thiago tries to get his big guy underneath. He does. He gets him. Oh, and what a sweet shot by Ryan. And when you're up there all alone, it's pretty easy to get that bunny off the backboard, and he does it. As Mateo drills it. Is that a 3?
The refs are calling it a 3.
They're calling it a 3. I can't see it, so it's far from me. But man, what a lightning shot, and what an electric shot for this gym. And a timeout is called, and wow, we got a 5-point game. Stay tuned here. We're going to go to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
I think another one of our great sponsors, Ute Tribe Enterprises. Ute Tribe Enterprises proud to sponsor VTV6 live coverage of Uintah Basin High School basketball. As Tiago will bring it down the floor and see what he can do. Oh, and it's a steal by Mateo. Mateo at the rim is blocked by Garrett. Absolute athletic play, and then Capelli steals it, and he's wide open with a reverse. Are you kidding me? Left-handed? Mercy. He puts it in. It's a 3-point game. Mateo's on the floor. Oh, no, it's Walker to Mateo. And I think there's a foul call, but man, look at the hustle with Walker Sarawak going to the floor and grabbing the ball. Man, this game just turned up a notch.
The home crowd here really enjoyed that run.
Capelli will throw it in to Mateo. And Mateo's had a great first half, as Capelli has just struggled just a little bit. And sometimes you'll see that with bigger teams, stronger teams. You're a freshman. There's things to learn. But Mateo's a senior, and he's getting it done. But Ryan with a great dip and catches it, puts it in for 2.
Looks like the Warriors are going to hold back a little bit and get the last shot of the half. Only 12 seconds to go.
First quarter was a little bit slow. Second quarter, it's been running and gunning for this Warriors team. 27-32. They get a final shot. Does it go? No, it doesn't. Almost could have been a foul called there on Mateo, but I think the time is done. And that will be our half. And wow, that was a great half. What do you think, Aaron?
Well, we're only down by 5, and we shot about 2 for 12 from the three-point line. I mean, we can count on the Warriors coming back and probably hitting a little more than that. 5 points for this team is not very hard to make up.
Yeah, I mean, Layton Christian came in here with a good game plan. They executed it well. They got the points they wanted. But then, the Warriors were struggling to hit shots, especially threes. 1 for 9 at the very beginning. And then all of a sudden, it came on strong for the Warriors. And they did it with defense and hustle. It wasn't really the three-point shots. It was defense that started everything out. So expect that to happen more in the second half, and we're going to have an awesome one. If you guys want to tune in for the second half, we're going to take a little bit break, and we will see you in the second half.
At Strata Networks, we believe that today's children are tomorrow's future. Each year, we award nearly $50,000 in scholarships to graduating seniors, sponsor a group of juniors to attend the UREA Youth Leadership Challenge at Snow College, and send a group of students to explore Washington, D.C. as part of the FRS Youth Tour. This year, one of those students could be you. Apply now for scholarships and youth programs at stratanetworks.com.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uintah Basin.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
I guess if I had to sum it up, I would think, resiliency. That's what it means to be a Union Cougar, is to be resilient. Gold mentality. That's what we look for. That's what we've kind of got going on this year. What gold mentality means is preparation, sacrifice, and effort. We believe if we bring those three things, that we're gonna be good.
Okay, hustle your spot, let's go. Hustle your spot. I'm on your side.
For me, I think that I'm failing as a coach if I'm not becoming a better person from doing what I'm doing. If I'm being uncharacteristically out of what I normally am as a person, and I can't be myself while I coach because the game's too intense, or the game or practices are not going well enough, and it just causes me to lose my character, and I act like someone who I'm not. That's what I see failure is. So, when we define success, we don't look at wins and losses. We look at the relationships that we've developed with each other. We believe that it's a lifelong brotherhood that we got going on here, and regardless of whatever our record is at any point in the season, if you ask me, if we're having a successful season, that's what I look at. If you ask me right now, then I say, yeah, I think we're having a successful season. Tonight we have a chance to represent in front of the very people that we represent. Don't you dare take that for granted, you understand me? If that means something, that's a really special opportunity that we have. Sacrifice. You got to ask yourself, in the next 32 minutes of basketball, what are you willing to do to sacrifice for this team? Effort. You got to ask yourself, the next 32 minutes of basketball, what are you willing to give in order to come out on top? Last of all, resiliency. The capacity to recover quickly from difficulties and toughness. Okay? There'll be things that go our way, there'll be things that don't. That's how it always is in a basketball game. Okay? But you never, ever, ever let things go our way. Get your head thinking that we can be comfortable. We can never be comfortable until the game's over and we have more points than they do. Then we can be comfortable.
You understand me? Okay? And don't ever, ever let things not going our way affect you. Okay? Stay in the game, stay part of UCF, be unified, be confident, be fundamental, love each other, love us, love yourself, love basketball. Let's go get a win, come on. Where's our major D? We think that things can just come to us? We gotta earn that crap and you know it. It's different if we don't know we have to earn it. It's different if we don't have the talent to compete.
We've got height, we've got skill, we've got ball handlers, we've got shooters, we've got defenders. I think that the greatest aspect of our team is the fact that we are diverse and that we have that unity, and the two combined I think are really dangerous.
I'm Amanda Hartman. I'm the new Director of Nursing here at the Villa. Here at the Villa, it's far more than a nurse-patient relationship. You truly are like a family. We have a community here, we have neighborhoods within our community, and we create lasting relationships that mirror that of our own families.
We're kind of just one big family because we're their sole providers, and we spend a lot of time with each and every resident. Even our rehab patients are here for months at a time, so we really create a family-like environment with them also.
We're back here with the second half of basketball with Uintah River versus Layton Christian Academy. And about 23 seconds left here till this second half starts. But man, just talking about the first half, it was an up and down pace, especially in the second quarter. And the Warriors did it with defense and transition, I'll say. They like to run, and that's the first thing they like to do, but the very best thing they did was slow it down and do a half-court offense style first. And then when they got steals, then they went into transition, and then that's where they ran. I thought they did that a really good job of doing that. And Layton Christian did a good job of using their height in the inside. And there is a few number changes. I went to the scores table to find out who was on the other side of that. So number 10 is actually Tiago, and number 12 is Wyatt. So I apologize for our lack of communication, I guess, for not having the right players there. So Mateo goes for the three right off the bat, but gets blocked on the other side. Number 34 will bring it. So Wyatt throws it down to Garrett. Garrett looked like he almost got a good shot in, but no good. Mateo does a spin move, throws it to Capelli. Capelli deep for three, and no good. Capelli still just has not found his groove at the three-point line. But Mateo making up for it. Mateo having an excellent first half. As Wyatt for three, no good. And Mateo will slow it down and bring the ball down. 27-32, no score yet in the second half. Capelli throws it deep.
Simone Gonzalez for three from
Gonzalez. No good, and the trend continues. No threes going in for the Warriors. Just a couple shots by Mateo in that first half. As the big guy, Ryan, will check back in. Has his own zip code there in the paint. And Darrell is probably the tallest guy on the team for Uintah River, and he looks pretty small compared to Ryan now down there in the paint. That's a three, and it's good by Capelli. So finally he gets on the board with a three. He had a few shots in the first half, but no threes, as a putback by Layton. Goes in, 4-point game. And Sorensen did a really good job of slowing this half-court offense up here, trying to get a good move, and something's called.
Timeout by Coach Dave Sorensen.
Yeah, Dave Sorensen saw something that he didn't like, and so he called a timeout. Talk about a couple of our different sponsors. Strata Networks. Strata Networks is proud to helping bringing you live coverage of local sports. Enjoy reliable coverage and unbeatable speeds from the company that brings you more local cell sites than any other carrier, nationwide 4G LTE coverage, and the latest smartphones and mobile devices. So, I mean, a quick timeout for Dave Sorensen. Obviously saw something he didn't like. There hasn't been a lot of shots that have gone in so far in the second half.
And Walker, who was on the drive when that timeout was called, didn't like the call. Coach, I was open. Coach, I almost had us a bucket.
And this coaching staff is a really good one with Sorensen and who's the other guy? There's Jordan Dye and
yeah. So Dave Sorensen, head coach, and Lonnie Favell, assistant coach.
Lonnie Favell. I would put this coaching staff with anybody that I've seen in the state. Just how vocal Dave Sorensen is as Capelli drives in, fakes, looks. Oh, and it just doesn't go in. Ryan gets the rebound, and Capelli will get another foul. And you can just see the talent level of Capelli. I mean, that's hard to do. You're driving in, you look right, you look left, and you don't travel. And just didn't finish. As Garrett goes in, and he tries to finish but gets fouled.
A little bit of a late call on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go to the free throw line.
I like how Coach Dave Sorensen uses the foul shots almost every time to pull one of his players over and use it as almost as a timeout.
Yeah, I agree. You can't see that on the monitor, but yeah, every time that someone's at the free throw line, he's coming and talking to this backcourt, one of his players, and instructing them what to do on the next play. As Capelli grabs the rebound, throws a pass to Mateo. Mateo takes the jumper, no good. Watch Mateo almost tried to steal it there, almost gets it, no good. As Garrett looks to shoot the three, no, he drives in and no, he almost scores. I don't know how that didn't go in. Capelli gets the pass. Capelli's going hard to the hoop and it's good.
We got ourselves a 2-point ball game.
2-point game and a timeout called by Layton Christian. And we're going to take a timeout with them as they go to a full timeout.
We're greedy. We want to win it all. We want to be the best. We've got to be strong. You got to be fast. And you got to have a gas tank that's so deep that you can't be broken.
So we're back here live at Fort Duchesne, Uintah River Warriors against Layton Christian. And it's a 2-point game, folks. And Capelli drove it all the way in to get it within 2. And then Leighton Christian automatically called a timeout. But I think the timeout was better for Uintah to set their defense. As the rebound is by the smallest guy on the floor, Christian. And then they turn it over. Looks like it got tapped by the Leighton Christian, so it won't be a backcourt violation. Mateo drives, looks to kick, he kicks it to Capelli, and no good on this 3-point shot for Capelli. That looked like a travel, but they won't call it. And Christian tries to put it up, no good. Capelli's running, that's what he does. He runs all the way to the end of the court. Good defense there by Wyack. Formerly in the first half called Tiago.
Yeah, that's good for him to get back so quickly. He stopped an easy bucket for sure.
That's one of the things I wrote in my notes from watching him from the last game. I saw that Capelli, he runs down the court every time. He's the first one up the court, and he's the first one down back from the court on defense. And Dave Sorensen gives some good conditioning to these players so they can just run and run and not get tired. You hardly ever see their hands on their hips, and that tells you that they're really well conditioned. It's Wyack. Looks for someone open down in the post, doesn't find anybody, throws it to Christian. Christian throws it to the top of the key. As Tiago throws it away, number 10. Throws it to no man's land up in the third deck. And big possession right here for the Warriors as Walker. And a timeout is called again from the Warriors. So a chess game going on here between two coaches.
Yeah,
you know?
I think we've had more timeouts in the last couple minutes than we've had points.
And that tells you that there's two good coaches actually coaching, because they're not just letting the game go. They're seeing something on the court that they don't like, and then they're calling a timeout for it. I mean, 3 timeouts in the last, 4 or 5 minutes. And, this is a big possession for Uintah River here, so that was a good timeout to call. I'm going to talk about one of our other sponsors, and L&L Motor. We are here all for your service and sales needs, offering pickup and delivery service of your vehicle to either our Vernal or Roosevelt location. Another one, Ashley Regional Medical Center. Ashley Regional will open their new Women's Center February 2018. Ashley Regional is a Joint Commission accredited facility. And Moon Lake Electric, find and like them on Facebook. Owned by the people they serve, Moon Lake is a cooperative and non-privately owned, providing power to the area since 1938. So we'd like to thank all our great sponsors and that help put out high school basketball, football, wrestling, bunch of other sports that we've added, and we can't do it without our sponsors. As Walker throws it into Capelli, back to Walker. Walker throws it back into Mateo. Mateo loses it, and Garrett's on the run, and it's a dunk. He flushes it. Wow. Leighton Christian gets 2 points the other way. It's a 4-point game. Mateo, Walker grabs the rebound, no good, but Walker gets it and he gets fouled. That's an over the back on Tiago.
That's just unfortunate. They both grabbed it at the same time, and Walker was able to pull it down, making it look like the foul on Tiago.
And watching Walker, he's such a pesky defender, but man, such a physical player that this team absolutely needs, as it's too far for Garrett. And Uintah River will get it back. 32-36, 4-point game. Capelli brings it down. See what kind of interior action they can get, or if they're going to shoot it from the outside. As Walker gets it up top. Move it around. Walker into Ninja Look. Ninja Look with a good shot, but no good. Capelli tries to grab it, and he can't get it. Number 14 grabs it. Colby, he's down the floor, passes it to Garrett, and Garrett gets another one. And that's a 6-point deficit again for the Warriors. A 4-0 run for Layton Christian. Mateo drives in hard. Meets someone at the basket. Just doesn't get it to fall. Good defense there by Mateo on Henry. Henry brings the ball down, loses it. It's going to go off Mateo, so they retain possession. Garrett. Garrett drives in hard, man. This kid can drive. He slashes, he dashes, he puts it in. Impressive dunk, couple possessions away by Garrett as well. Athletic. Mateo throws it out to Capelli. Not a lot of movement under the basket. They got to get some screen and rolls going on here. Got to move around. As Mateo gets a deep three, and it's good. I like the way he set his feet. It wasn't rushed, and he pops into it and nails it.
And he created his own shot, too.
Yeah. Oh, and that's an answer on the other side. Christian, number 1. He nails it as he pounds his chest. Capelli hasn't found his three-point shot, so he throws it to Mateo. Mateo with the 3, no good, short. Good block by Mateo, almost got it back as Durrell tries to get his hand on it. I don't know if he does. It's off Layton Christian, I believe. Nope, they're gonna give it to Layton Christian. As you see a 2-3 zone from Uintah River. They slow it down, maybe to get the last shot of the quarter. 42 seconds left. Garrett just content to dribble it on top. They come and double team him. They have a Christian wide open again at 3 and no good. That was a really good offensive play inside out to Christian, but he just can't come up with it as Uintah River will have the ball, and it's a foul. A loose ball foul called on number 14, which is Colby, and this is first. 25 seconds as Mateo works it to Capelli. Oh, and a good spin move and a dive, right-handed layup. This kid is good.
That's amazing how he can spin, come left-handed, off balance.
Oh, and a steal by Mateo, and he's off and running. He passes it to Capelli with the shot, and it's good, and it's at the buzzer. Oh my, 4-point run right there at the buzzer of 39-43 going into the fourth quarter. You know, a little bit of a slow start in the third quarter. Got it kind of, I don't know, murky, I'd say, in the end of it, but man, they finished it off strong. And we're going to go to the quarter, we're going to go to a break and hear from our sponsors and be back for a great fourth quarter. And Leighton Christian has the ball at the top. And they go in and score.
That's that beautiful floater again. Man,
Yeah.
he's got a beautiful shot for a big guy.
You said it before, Aaron. He has good touch, and he's showing it tonight. As Walker drives in, kicks it to Mateo, who's having an outstanding game, but turns it over. Just an unforced error right there by Mateo. It looked like Walker was going the other way. Warriors bring on a press, trying to get the ball, trying to pressure. And there's a shot by Leighton, doesn't go in. Mateo's wide open. And oh wow, what a good play, but just didn't come up with it. As he goes back up, yes! Mateo! Mateo's really putting on a show tonight for the Warriors. You know, and if you could just have that second or third consistent scorer with Capelli, you know, this game would be in the bag, but it's 41-45. Leighton Christian came here to play. As Wyatt back to Leighton Christian gets fouled there.
Coach Dave Sorensen didn't like that call. He was looking for a travel.
Yeah. 23 looked like he could have on that play, but it's a foul on number 2. And that's Capelli's third. He's got to be careful. Oh, and an offensive rebound that just hurts. And that's Kyler with 4 points in the quarter here. Is Mateo to Capelli. Capelli nails it! And that's what they need. That's what the Uintah River Warriors need, is Capelli to get on fire, and they need Mateo on fire, and they need someone else. And it's the 3-point game. As a great great rebound there by Darrell Ninjaluk. And he gets fouled on it too, so it's gonna be Warrior basketball. They call him Skinny Snake because he slithers up and tries to get that rebound, and you don't even know he's there.
You know, last year his nickname was No Box. And you asked me why he got that nickname, but he's proven that he's no longer No Box.
Yeah, he boxes out now.
He knows how to get those boards.
Yeah, that was a good board. As Mateo throws it to Capelli from NBA range, no good. Garrett looks to drive. He's going all the way to this hole, and no good defense by the Warriors. Oh, and it's stolen. It's a big steal by Leighton. And where's the offensive foul?
Oh, and we got
And it looks
down.
like a player is down.
Henry. But he pops back up, so
popped
it looks
back
like
up.
he's okay.
Really competitive game, 44-49. As Walker to Mateo. Mateo thought about the three, decides better, throws a left-handed scoop shot, nails it. 46-49, 3-point game. Leighton Christian comes to answer. Thiago throws it to Weck. No good. Big opportunity for the Warriors to either tie this game or get within one as Mateo drives strong, and it's good!
Oh.
They call it, they give it to him.
I
2
thought that was
points.
going to be on the ground,
You
but
know,
they called it on the shot.
that could have been it, but it looked like he was far enough into it and got fouled that he was in that shot already. I agree with the call. So an and one play, which makes it a 1-point game.
He's got an opportunity to tie it up right here.
Yeah, Mateo has 19 on the night. And this is why they call him Taser, because he's on fire right now. He's electric. As he hits the free throw to tie the game 49-49, 4 minutes and 47 seconds left as Wyatt brings up the ball down to Tiago, back to Wyatt. And he content to slow it down as Garrett. Crossover again. And they go out of bounds, and it stays with Christian. It stays with Layton. And the crowd does not like that call. But stays with Layton. Garrett. Wow, what a floater. What a play. What a player. As Garrett gets it to go. And it's a bit between Mateo and Garrett for a long part of this game. Mateo's just off with the shot. And you know that Capelli knows that he's kind of off his game. He's trying to get Mateo the ball because he's just got the hot hand. Almost blocked by Capelli, and that's Capelli's 4th foul if they call it on him. And I think they do. It's number 2. 4 fouls for Capelli with 4 minutes left. You know, Capelli does so many other things on the court than just score. You got to have him in the game. But we'll see if Dave Sorensen thinks to take him out or if they'll leave him in.
On that last possession, I think Garrett just got the best of Mateo. He did that. Mateo was right up on his chest, and he did that fake pass over his head, and Mateo didn't realize that Garrett still had the ball when he was driving.
So Dave trusts Capelli to stay in as, oh my goodness, what a play by Mateo, but just goes off the back of the side of the rim. As Wyatt brings the ball down, throws it down to a wide open 3, no good, airballed. Capelli runs down the court. He's got to be careful not to get an offensive foul here. Good job to bring it back out and not to push it. Walker with the 2 points. That was a good pass by Capelli, and that's what I mean. You have to keep Capelli on the floor because he has such good vision, and that's the play that he can make. So 51-53, timeout on the floor. We're going to hear from our sponsors and come back.
At Strata Networks, we believe that today's children are tomorrow's future. Each year, we award nearly $50,000 in scholarships to graduating seniors. Sponsor a group of juniors to attend the UREA Youth Leadership Challenge at Snow College. And send a group of students to explore Washington, D.C. as part of the FRS Youth Tour. This year, one of those students could be you. Apply now for scholarships and youth programs at stratanetworks.com.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uintah Basin.
And we're back here in Fort Duchesne with 3 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. And they're in a timeout still. And Aaron, what an unbelievable game. What are your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, a 2-point game with 3.5 minutes to go. This is anybody's game. I don't know that Layton Christian expected us to come out with such fight.
Yeah, and talking to the coaches, they were fired up. They wanted this as a revenge game. They lost by 15 at Layton Christian. You know they wanted this game. You could feel it. You can feel it in the air right now. And you know, you just have to execute down the stretch with 3 minutes and 34 seconds left. Still plenty of time to either put this game away or stay with them and maybe sensing an overtime. It's a good shot, and there's that touch by Kyler. Mateo. That was a big shot by Layton Christian to get up by 4. 3 minutes on the clock. Capelli throws it over
This is a big
Walker.
possession here.
Absolutely, huge possession. And a steal, no! Capelli, NBA 3, nails it!
We needed that, Now
wow.
we're down to 1-point game.
Really deep 3, looked composed, wide open. 1-point game. Layton still has them as they throw it into Garrett and see if Garrett posts up. Nope. He decides to bring it out. Wyack throws it down to Garrett. Back out. Good defense by the Warriors, not letting them get anything. As Garrett has it at the top of the key, has to reset. Kyler looking for the screen. He's calling for the screen. They don't come, but they give it to Wyack, and Wyack has it underneath and puts it in. 3-point game, 2 minutes left.
I think that was bad positioning on Simone defensively. He's on top of his guy, even though the guy was at high post position.
Yeah, pretty big shame that it was such a good defensive possession, but then, you know, just kind of had a miscommunication and left the guy open at the last second.
Dave's letting him know about it right now.
So they're in a short timeout, and you can see, you know, Dave is telling them, yeah, use your head. You got to think in these positions. You have to, everybody has to do their part. And if one fails, then they're going to get the bucket. And on the other hand, the Layton Christian coach, he's saying, good job, good execution, good patience. And, oh, wow, what a finish this is going to be. 1 minute and 52 seconds left. Warriors will have the ball. And Capelli's came on strong in the last couple minutes.
You know who I'm surprised that Layton doesn't have in? I'm surprised they don't have their big Ryan.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him all fourth quarter.
Wow, yeah, you're right. Some offensive rebounding. There's a Capelli shot deep again, no good. He felt the last one, and it was right on the mark. That one was just a little bit short. Good defense there by Mateo. Capelli jumps in. Wyack takes it to the top of the key, goes to his left, goes to his right. Crossover.
Capelli's got to be careful. He's got 4.
And a foul. I don't think that's on Capelli. But wow. How about the moves of Wyack? And they're going to go to the line, and it looks like it's number 10, Tiago, as he misses the first free throw. It's a 3-point game. Can make it a 2-possession game if he makes this. Not even close, but a rebound. Oh, no! You can't let them rebound a free throw after missing like that. That could be costly. 1 minute 11 seconds left, and they put it back. And there's the guy at the free throw line. Tiago puts it in for 2, 54-59.
Warriors need to come down and get a quick bucket.
Offensive foul, and that's Capelli, and he's gone. That's number 5 on Capelli, so we won't have him in the last 55 seconds. No, they're saying 4. I'm pretty sure it's 5. Yeah, they'll stop play for a second, and Capelli's night will be over. You know, and as a freshman, he did pretty good tonight. You know, this is a competitive team and a strong team. Mateo's doing a really good job out there, and they needed Capelli to really come strong, and he really did in the last moments.
Yeah, he's definitely a leader, and he sure showed what he can do here at the end. Too bad a couple of those didn't fall from outside, but he had a really great night.
As Layton throws it deep, it's almost stolen, and they're on the floor. Is there a jump ball? There is, and that's going to be Warrior basketball. And that's how they got it done in the first half, is defense. And again, went for the defense, went for the jump ball, got it. Warriors are going to get another possession here. Try to get closer as Mateo puts it in. What a good shot. And throws it deep, and It's no good on the layup. Is there a rebound? They get their own rebound and a steal. The Warriors have it. 56-59, 3-point game, 32 seconds left. They're gonna give it to the Warriors. It looks like it went. Not exactly sure what happened down there because I can't see. Everybody's standing up. Excited for this game. Again, Layton Christian beat the Warriors 15 points. This is a different story. 3-point game. So it looks like we have a.
I almost think Coach Dave Sorensen is looking for Mackay to get the last shot here. They're sure worried about his placement on the court right now.
Yeah, Mackay Sorensen is in the game. It goes off the defender of an LCA. So it will remain with Uintah River. I mean, you got to give it to Mateo. This is your last shot guy. Find a way to get him a screen. Maybe Walker at the 3. As Mackay throws it to Mateo. Mateo digs deep and throws it up and gets fouled. Not sure if it was on the shot, but I still think that he'll go to the line. They might be in the bonus. Or are they just giving him 2 shots?
That's their 5th team foul, so they're not in bonus, but it must have been on the shot.
So they said it's on the shot.
Let's see if we can put these 2 in.
Oh, and Mateo misses the first one. And this is an important shot right here. It's 2 points. A 2-point game, and then you got to go foul. It's 15 seconds left. You got to go foul a person that you think that's not going to make a free throw, and I would foul number 10. But you can't be picky. You just got to foul. You got to foul. There he is. You got to foul him. And they did choose not to. It's 8 seconds, down to 7. And then they finally foul. 5 seconds. Man, they could have fouled a lot earlier than I thought.
I'm not sure if the Warriors had any more timeouts left, but that would have been a good time to call a timeout, let them know. If we miss or make, as soon as the ball comes in, we need all these seconds.
Colby will go to the line for an important 2 free throws. If he makes one, it's a 2-possession game. If he misses both, the Warriors still have an opportunity to hit a 3 on the other side. Nonetheless, this has been a really fun game to be a part of. He misses it, but there's no rebound. Oh, yeah, Mateo gets it. He calls a timeout. Wow.
One last shot here, it looks like, with 3.8 seconds left. See if the Warriors can draw up.
3.8 seconds left. I mean, that's an eternity. And with the 3-point shooters that Uintah River has, that's a pretty good opportunity they have to tie the game here.
You did say you had a feeling of overtime.
I did. And I'm still feeling that feeling right in my gut.
That's a good feeling right now. I think Coach Dave Sorensen is either going to go with Mateo or to number 50, Mackay Sorensen. You know, I'm sure he wants Mateo to shoot it, but I'm thinking the Layton Christian is just going to be all over him.
Yeah, I agree. I think that you might have to get another shot from someone else, but man, he's been the go-to guy all night. Sometimes you just need your stars to perform, and he's doing it, so I would give him the last shot.
Last time the Warriors had the ball, they looked for the 3 but weren't able to take anything. Here, Coach Dave's got to say it's 3 or nothing. Don't drive this.
Yeah. Another great sponsor before we leave tonight's game. The Savage family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today, they are a leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across the varieties of industry, including electric, power, generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, and chemical. In all my years of being with VTV and calling a game, I've never had an overtime game. I've always wanted one. Let this be the one. And it's blocked by Garrett on the inbound, but stays with the Warriors.
You know what? You would hope that they'd get a longer pass in, half-court passes. So if they get one of those short passes, 3.8 seconds will go by real quick.
And Mateo's open. He has a shot. He gets it. It's good! Oh my gosh! We're going to overtime! Uintah River! Oh my! I told you I had that feeling in my gut, and it was strong.
Oh man!
And he nails it. Wow!
I'd feel a little more confident if we still had Capelli in the game, but
oh mercy!
We'll take the overtime.
59-59. The crowd's going crazy. Me and Aaron are going crazy. What a game. And Leighton Christian can't believe it. And, you know, I was thinking right before that play, if I'm Leighton Christian, I'm not letting Mateo get the ball. I'm just going to foul the first person that gets the ball, and they're going to go to the line for 2. And there's not a situation for a 3.
You know, that's a good play.
But they left Mateo alone. He got a wide, not really a wide open shot, but a really good, great shot for that last second opportunity. And we're going to go to 4 more minutes of basketball.
Leighton Christian has a few more fresh guys.
Yeah, they bring Ryan in, who hasn't been in for some time now. The big guy, and they're hoping to get some rebounding from him too. And I think that they're going to start with a jump. No?
Yeah.
Do they start with a jump ball? Yeah, they do.
Yes, they will.
So that's why they brought the big guy in. And right now I'm saying, you know, player of the game so far is Mateo, showing what he can do as a senior.
Coach Davis setting up defensively with all of his guys back. Oh, that was not a bad strategy.
No,
they almost picked it up. Oh.
No foul call there. Almost looked like it went out of bounds as Wyatt drives to it. Good defense by Gonzalez. Ryan no good on that play, but they get their own rebound. Offensive rebound by Leighton, but rebounded by Walker, and then there's a foul by Leighton Christian. And player Kyler, he can't believe it.
Yeah, Henry, he's mad at that call. He's thinking he got fouled on the shot before that.
59-59, 3 minutes and 42 seconds in overtime. Here we are. If you're not watching this game, you don't love basketball. As Mateo slows it down, throws it to Walker. Out to Mateo for 3, and it hits the side of the backboard. But it's still, oh, he gets his own rebound! Oh my! Unbelievable play. I would have to say a career night for Mateo. He's probably had more points than this, but as far as meaning to his team right now, shooting a 3, missing it, coming back for his own rebound, putting it in, getting fouled. That's big time play right there.
Yeah, he's doing it all right now. He's carrying the entire team.
61-59, 2-point game. And the Warriors can extend it to 3. And right now the momentum is definitely on the Warriors side. Leighton Christian has, the air has kind of fell out of their team, and they're going to try to get something going on this possession. Oh, and it's just short. And that looked like an air ball 3 by Wyatt.
You know, I think the Warriors need to bring it down slowly, kill some time here.
Yeah, kill some time. Get the best shot you can, the best opportunity you can, but waste as much time as possible. And with no shot clock in high school, or you can just run the ball up the top. Teo patiently waits up on the top of the key.
This is the first time the Warriors have gone to overtime this season. I know Leighton Christian had a close double overtime.
Oh, Walker takes an ill-advised shot there too. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there, Aaron.
Oh!
That's an offensive foul on Leighton Christian, and the Warriors will get the ball back.
And we're in bonus. Oh, but offensive fouls don't
Yeah.
send you to the line.
Yeah, it'll stay just a possession here with the Warriors. And you can see the Warriors, they're excited about this. They're having fun out there. Zeke Gonzalez with a big smile on his face. You see what's going on here with the refs. Mateo. As the lights go off on the left side of the building here. Mateo content to be patient with the ball, waste some time, bring this down to about 1:30, then get into your offensive possession. Oh, don't lose the ball though, as Garrett takes it away.
Oh!
It's blocked! Oh my! It's gonna stay with Layton Christian, but what an unbelievable block by the Warriors. As he dives in and gets it in. Oh man, what a good play by Layton Christian. Number 23 drives in, gets it close. It's tie ball game again. As Mateo's underneath and gets fouled. Wow, I kind of like that offensive possession, getting Mateo right in underneath the hoop. Amongst the trees, he knew either going to get fouled or make it in.
This overtime seems to be the Mateo Sarawak show.
And it has to be because the other star Capelli's on the bench.
Yeah.
So he's got to make up for it. And Walker's doing a good job out there too of defending.
It's those free throws that can win these close games. If you get put at the line and you can sink them.
Teo hits the second. 2 big shots to go up by 2 points. As a pressure is up by Sarawak. Garrett has the ball. He goes and drives in and loses it. Well, he's fouled before the shot, yeah. It looks like there'll be a one-on-one though. He'll still get to shoot shot at the line. Big pressure free throws for Garrett though at the line. He nails it. Ice in his veins.
Almost looked like Ryan got in there a little too early. See if Gonzalez can keep him out of the paint.
You gotta pay attention on this one. This is if it misses, you gotta get the rebound. You have to have it. He does, he misses it. And the Warriors come up with it. It's 63-62, big opportunity here to extend the lead. 1 point game. 1:38. Oh, and a big opportunity for Layton Christian as it goes right off the foot of Makai Sorensen. So I mean, they should just, run some time off the clock like you said, Aaron. They could have just stayed up there.
I think part of the problem now is just they have 2 main ball handlers.
Yeah.
They're not used to handling the ball without Capelli on the floor.
That looked, wow, they're gonna call a foul. As Wyatt bulldozes his way in the paint. And man, he's had a quiet second half. He had a really good first half, Wyatt did. Especially when I called him Tiago.
Not your fault. Our roster reads that way.
One-on-one shot, and he hits the first. Then we're back to a tie ball game. Big shot right here. You have to get the rebound if you're Uintah Warriors. And he hits the second one, so they're up by 1 now. So now you've got to make a shot, and you got to get a good one. As Mateo calls the play. He drives in with the floater, doesn't get the foul. I thought there might have been a little bit of a foul there. Garrett goes to the hoop and gets it. 63-66.
You got to get a quick bucket here.
Yes. Mateo looks to drive. He throws it out to Walker. Walker back to Mateo. Mateo. Oh, and they call the foul. And they got that right. I think he hit him on the arm. Ryan thinks he got a lot of ball, but I think he got hit in the arm. And we'll get 2 shots, so possibly could be a 1-point game again. Mateo at the line. Leighton Christian doing a good job to staying in this overtime when it could have got away from him. Mateo hits the first. That gives Mateo 27 points on the game. This will be 28. He gets it. 41 seconds. LCA up by 1 point. Big possession here. You probably got to go foul as they try, and they don't get it, and he makes the layup. He makes them pay. Mateo tried to foul him, and the refs didn't call it. Mateo drives in with a good pass. Oh, and it's just in and out by Gonzalez. Oh, and that hurts. It goes right down to the hoop as 23 LCA puts it in, and Dave Sorensen will probably call a timeout. I'm not sure what's going on actually. They're giving it back to LCA. It looked like a line violation or something. And a really good game put on by both teams. Uintah River is just so close to winning this one, and then LCA came back and made a couple points, and 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and they're gonna lose by 5. What a heartbreaking loss, because it was such a good play from both teams. And Mateo had such a great game, and you hate to have it end that way for the Uintah River Warriors, but at the LCA, they gotta be happy with how they executed down the stretch too.
Yeah, both teams fought really hard. And you can't blame them going into overtime, forcing an overtime.
Yeah.
Warriors had a good game.
Forcing an overtime, that was huge in itself. And Mateo had a career night, with 28. And I mean, he's the player of the game for the Warriors. And on the other side, that Garrett kid, he could, drive and do what he wanted in the paint, and he got it done at the very end too. And the Warriors just come up a little bit short. And again, I had fun calling the game with Aaron Christensen. Thank you for coming out and helping us out.
Yeah, we're glad to have VTV here, and we're going to have you back next week as well.
Yeah, and I'll be here. We're playing American. Is that who it is? American Leadership or something?
American International.
American International. So we'll be back here next week. Tune in to Uintah River Warriors basketball with VTV Channel 6. I'm Brandon Jones, Aaron Christensen. We'll see you next time.